stuff on there, but yeah. Stargate. Let's start talking about it. So Stargate is not great, but it's not terrible. It's Roland Emmerich. It's one of his films. He directed it. And if people don't know who Roland Emmerich is, he directed other films such as Godzilla, the 1998 one with Matthew Broderick, as well as The Day After Tomorrow, and Independence Day is probably his most famous. He did a lot of movies, but he did this one too. I'm going to look up Stargate. Stargate on whatchamacallit, IMDb. Alright, here we go. Stargate 1994. Wow, this is a 7 out of 10. Now, we were talking about the Puppet Master rating being too high. I think this is too high. I don't know, this is okay, but it has some problems. So, it's a kind of a cool concept, I guess, of the Stargate is like a portal into another world far, far away from Earth. So it's like traveling through space, but it's like almost instantaneous. And they show with CGI, this is a case of CGI being used in the right way. They show them going through the Stargate, and it looks kind of cool, going through like this tunnel in space. And I like that. But yeah, basically the Stargate, this plot is kind of crazy too, but bear with me here. So I'm gonna just read the IMDb description and then try to go from there. An interstellar teleportation device found in Egypt leads to a planet with humans resembling ancient Egyptians who worship the god of Ra. This is exactly true. So yeah, they find this gate, they put it together, these scientists, and then they end up, and the military too, and Kurt Russell is in this, James Spader, the two main characters, sort of. But Kurt Russell, or James Spader, I guess, he's the one who gets this Stargate. He figures out how to get it going. So they get sent to Earth, and it's like, what is even going on? Or no, they don't get sent to Earth. They get sent to this place that's like Earth. They find out. Of course, they do the test. They're like, oh, it's livable. Let's go see what's through the Stargate, and they go through the Stargate, and that seems cool. Like I said, with them going through it. But they didn't have like a good enough plan. They should have had a foolproof plan to go back. And it's like immediately compromised, and I forget exactly how. But this movie, I think even more so than Puppet Master, is convoluted. There's lots of moving parts. And I don't know if it's all necessary, but it's kind of, it makes enough sense, right? So Ra is controlling all these slaves, all these humans that have been taken from Earth onto this planet, and they must have been living here for years and years. It resembles Egypt. They're like mining this mineral that the Stargate is made of. This mineral is apparently just useful. It can be used to make explosives more deadly. It can be used to make space travel equipment. It can be used for so many things. So Kurt Russell was apparently supposed to get the bomb, like he was supposed to bring a bomb and blow up something. I forget. Honestly, it's not that important. What matters is that these Egyptian, and this is the part that bugs me the most, is Ra is supposed to be an alien. He's supposed to be this creature from an unknown civilization, but he's just like a guy. And I get that, and like maybe they sort of explain it, where he's draining the essence from these humans and therefore becoming immortal, and so maybe he takes the shape of the human. But yeah, the storytelling's not that good in this. Roland Emmerich is generally not a good storyteller. Stargate, whoa, this movie is okay. This movie is okay. James Spader, you didn't mention that part. Oh, okay. Well, he's in it. Sorry. Stargater. He's an alligator in space. Oh, I like that. That might be more fun than this movie. Burn. Although I didn't hate this. Aliens are real. Yeah, aliens are real, and they should look like I would have really appreciated that he looks like an alien. And I think that his like lackeys, his henchmen or whatever. I mean, they have sort of cool Anubis looking gear to like look like gods, but it'd be cool if they were actually like Anubis or they're actually like aliens in some way instead of just people in costumes. It's just kind of boring. When there's aliens involved, I want them to look like aliens. You know, they could have made them. They could have written it so they look like aliens. I think. I don't know. Seems like a nitpick, but it bugged me a lot. He's a super alien parasite that was an Egyptian god as well. Yeah. No, yeah, I get that, I think. But he should look and like he should look like an alien. And then they show him like at the end when he's dying look kind of like an alien. And like in one of the flashback sequences explaining what happened, I think, but he doesn't look enough like an alien to me. He is a ghoul. I like the word ghoul. I feel like that's not used enough. Fair complaint. Give Ross some majesty. Yeah, he's just a guy. Like whatever. It's kind of boring to me. And what else about this movie? The acting's generally pretty fine, I guess. Nothing to really write home about, but it's nothing offensive. In Puppet Master, there's some shit, like some pretty bad performances. Some good ones, like the Southern woman that G. Briggs mentioned, but that main guy wasn't great. He was a little wooden. But that's a lower budget movie, so it's more forgivable. And this, like I said, generally the acting's alright. Looks cool. The effects are pretty good. Mix of practical and CGI. They made like the Stargate's actually like metal, and I like that. Like certain things that need to be CG or need to be CGI are CGI, but things that don't need to be CGI are usually not, and I do like that. However, there were some cases that I thought that they could have avoided that. The worst effect, most of the effects are good, but the worst effects in this is with the helmets, like the Anubis helmets, the different Egyptian helmets that Ra and his lackeys are wearing. They have like this effect where they, like, they come on and they come off, and they're like, and they come on magically and come off magically, or maybe it's supposed to be mechanically, but it looks weird and it looks bad. So think of like a chest bursters that defies your body for thousands of years. That's scary as fuck. A chest bursters that drives your body. I'm just a little confused. So think of like a chest bursters that drives your body for thousands of years. That's scary as fuck. I'm still a little confused by that comment. Oh wait, in the TV show they are gross little fuckers. Like chest bursters. In the TV show, like the aliens are different in the TV show. Is that what you're saying? That sounds better. Is the TV show better then? How much of the TV show is made? Because I know that they made a show. And when was it made? I guess I could Google all this. No, but let's look at the IMDb. Let's see, but the box office. I think this made quite a bit of money. Oh yeah, this was a huge financial success. Budget 55 million, which is, you know, relatively high, but not super low either. Not super low, not super high. But worldwide gross 196,567,000. US and Canada 71 million. So like pretty good return on the investment. Yes, it's campy, but really good. I don't hate this. The show's good. I believe maybe the show's bad. I don't mind I like campy. I have no problem with campy. What I have problem is with shit's confusing and when aliens don't look like fucking aliens. That's what I have a problem with this movie. But What else? The love interest seems kind of forced and unrealistic, but it's fine, I guess, with James Spader and this woman. And spoiler alert, sorry, but at the end, they're all going home. The military, Kurt Russell, James Spader, the mission's all complete. It's all happily ever after. And James Spader, you think's gonna go with them too, but he's like, no, I'm gonna stay with this lady because I like it here. And I don't know, fair enough. They explained that that makes enough sense to me that he would want to do that. He's got the hot lady, and he doesn't have an apartment, and he got evicted from his apartment, so he has enough reason to stay there, I guess. But yeah, Stargate. What else to talk about with this film? So, like I said, I like the effects. I think this starts with narration, but I'm not sure. And like a title card, and it gets you into it. I think, or maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm crazy. Anyways, I don't remember actually, but a lot of movies are blending into each other for me right now. But honestly, I like this movie. But I don't I don't love it. I liked it. I enjoyed it to a certain extent. It is kind of fun. Is there any Lori Petty? I don't think so. But I'll look at the cast. We got James Spader, Vivica Lindfors, Jay Davidson, as Ra, Alexis Cruz, Me Avital, Leon Rippey. No, don't look like it. This guy, Eric Avari. He's like the leader of the tribe of slaves. He's sort of like their chief or something like that. He's good. He's good in it. I've seen him in other stuff. Eric Avari. But yeah, there's also a sequel to this called Stargate Continuum. It has even higher rating. Or is it a sequel? I think it is. It has even a higher rating. Maybe the sequel's better. I don't know. It's a soft T. It has a higher rating on IMDb, 7.4. What if he was conscious the whole time? It's a soft T. Wait, what? Soft T for what? For Continuum? I'm confused. Or for Stargate? There's so many T's. Oh my god, Soap Dirty. Oh my god, Soap Dirty. Thank you for the bits. Oh, then it's fitting because they're the pyramid. Oh, and that's something else I wanted to talk to is the pyramid stuff. So, I'm a little confused what you're saying still, but thank you for the bit. Out of, like the soft T for that, out of, soft T's, Thank you so much for the bits though. I'm gonna keep talking about this movie. So, the pyramid stuff. Let's talk about that. So right off the bat, James Spader's giving some lecture in a university or something, and everyone sort of laughs him off because he's saying that he doesn't think that the pyramids were built the way that we thought they were. And it leads people to be like, who do you think built them then? Martians? And laughing. Because that's sort of, but not really, is what happened. So it's sort of foreshadowing, sort of obvious foreshadowing. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. I don't want to offend anyone or anything, but I wanted to bring up the discussion and just see what people think about this. Is it problematic that this movie is suggesting that aliens did the pyramids and that, slaves didn't? That these African Americans from Egypt didn't do it, And I don't know. it's an idea, right? Because they are crazy sculptures, and people are saying, oh, it could only be aliens. And I'm wondering if this movie has to do a little bit with why people have that idea. You know, if that was part of the beginning of the conspiracy, people watching this movie and be like, hey, maybe aliens did make the pyramids. So in the show, the Norse gods are like the gray aliens, and they are good. Okay, that sound. I think the show sounds better to me. It sounds like it has more lore and it makes more sense or something. But what else was I gonna say about this movie? But yeah, with the pyramid stuff, it is, well, to people who say that I don't think it's possible that humans made it because these are crazy structures. I don't know. I think it's possible. There's been diagrams and drawings of how they probably did it with like a whole bunch of people dragging big stones. I think it's possible, Anyways, I just wanted to do a quick sidebar on that. Like, what's up with that? Is this why people started talking about that with aliens building the pyramids? I don't know. Like classic 1950s alien. No, when you said the gray got aliens, that's immediately what I thought of course, yes. Um, and Kurt Russell's cool. Like, he's always good and stuff. I like him. He plays a dad that's like sad his kid died because his kid found a gun and killed himself or shot himself by accident. Um, and that's sad. And his character grows, so that's cool, I guess. There's things that work in this movie, but there's for every one thing that works in this movie, I feel like there's one that doesn't. I feel like I'm half and half. Like the things I like about this movie, I like a lot. Like the effects are quite cool, and the way it looks is just generally good. Screen button. Maddie DJ Ice is here. What's up, Maddie DJ Ice? Can we get a shout out for Maddie DJ Ice? Maddie DJ Ice could shout out yourself too if you wanted. And by the way, Soap Dirty, you're not a mod. Do you want to be a mod? I'll make you a mod if you want. I trust you so much, and you're a pal. I'd be making people mods that I trust, but if you don't want to, I won't. If you want the power though, let me know. Shout out Maddie DJ Ice. Stevie's on it. Thank you. But yeah, I'm almost out of stuff to say, I think, about this, and then we can start rapping. Maddie DJ Ice, we're almost done the movie review talk, and then we're gonna be doing the rap very soon. So stick around, cause I know you love the rap music, DJ Maddie DJ Ice. But yeah, people follow Maddie DJ Ice. If you haven't, check him out. Thanks for being here. I'm trying to think if I'm running out of stuff to say. If I have anything else to say about this movie, I think I covered. There's like fun fight scenes in this. Some of the editing's a little weird. There's certain parts where like I don't know about that fade, but for the most part it's pretty good. And sometimes when they cut away from a fight and then cut to something else, I wasn't a huge fan of that. I would have liked them to stay in one place for a little longer, but I get why they did that. They want to show everything that's going on. So that is a nitpick, but I didn't really like it that much. Oh no. Do not freeze over. Oh wait, no. What's going on? Are we good? Is it still going? Hello. I would have liked them to stay in one place. Just the audio is playing. I'll be here enjoying the stream. Is it working for people or is it just not working for me? Hello. Hey. How. I think we're okay. Alright. I'll be here enjoying the stream. Thank you so much. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss any of the chat. What's up, Doc? I'm hanging out. You want me to dance? Say please and be nice and maybe. Be polite. I respond to politeness very well. And maybe then. But yes. Yes to what? I'm also mod on Dazanmans. He's a bestie. Oh right, of course. You're no stranger to the mod game. I'll mod you up right now, friend. Welcome to the crew. Let's just, come on. I'm so slow at typing. Okay, there we go. I think it's happening. But yeah, let's go. If you want me to dance, you gotta say please. I respond to politeness. But first we gotta do the end of the review. So I'm gonna rate it. I feel this movie does not deserve the 7 out of 10 it gets on IMDb. So I'm gonna give it 6. Solid 6. I think that's fair. It's not perfect. They made a movie though, and it might be my favorite Roland Emmerich movie, but that's not saying that much. I don't love Independence Day that much. It would be between this and Independence Day probably. Please dance. Okay, that's more like it, Stevie. You know what? Maybe I will. Let's put on a song for this, and then we will transition into a dance. That's all it takes. You just gotta be polite with me, you know. And I'll usually say yes if you're nice. Ah! My nose is stuffy there. Anyways, here is Reggie the Pig. This song is about friendship. It's about love. Stargate, 6 out of 10 dogs. I liked it, but I didn't love it. Okay, check it out. It's on Tubi if you want to watch it. The effects were kind of fun. Actually, I'm gonna turn it down. I'll turn it up. The lyrics are throwing me off for talking. Maybe I shouldn't put this on. You know what? We'll do it after. I don't know what I'm doing, but what are we doing today, Doc? This is the last movie review, and then it's rap music time. That's what's going on. But Stargate, 6 out of 10 dogs. I liked it. I didn't love it. It was fun. The effects were really good. It was kind of dumb though too. There was parts that didn't make sense or were kind of weird, but it wasn't bad. So recommend if you haven't seen it on Tubi. It's worth a go, I'd say. Stargate, 6 out of 10 ducks. Pig called